Hello, bountiful beans. How are we doing today? I have tea today. Isn't that exciting? I also have a caramel, but I think I'm gonna save it until after stream. I think I mentioned this to you guys. I got a caramel advent calendar to go with my tea advent calendar. Hi Cap. Thank you. You're so sweet. And now I'm gonna do what I always do and screenshot what you said. Hi Al. Goes directly into the serotonin file. Thank you, Shawnee, and hello. I did see your pickle while I was setting up, and it made me smile. And yeah, Cap is a great artist. He's done so many cool dinosaurs in the past month, and you should check them out because they're really neat. Um, so yeah, I have a caramel. I'm warming it up in my hoodie pocket because they're a little stale, as you might expect. Um, I did see Shawnee's pickle. In fact, that emote of my pickle is there specifically for Shawnee. I added my pickle to Twitch so that Shawnee could use it. Although I gotta say, I did not expect the pickle to be as popular as it has been. I'm glad that you guys enjoy it. I'm thinking, and I mentioned this somewhere. Maybe it was in Lib's Discord. I think I need to do a corn cob for Adam and add that as a emote as well. Because country cats make do, you know? So I think both of those are like vague enough that it's not going to be an issue with Twitch, but will be funny. Oh, my camera is laggy. Hoi vey. Okay. Such is the way. Oh, I guess I can close this and that might help a little bit. Very true, Cap. Excellent, excellent dad joke there. It's almost like Cap is a dad too. Okay, so I think I showed you guys this last time, but this is going to be the sticker design for the January Sticker Club on Patreon. I need to get it done and printed so that I can get the post scheduled because I'm going to be gone when I should be posting it. So we're going to work on that first, but then I also have some stuff planned already for the color of the month this month, which is Dreamer's Gold, which is shiny. Look at it, it's metallic. She's so pretty. So I have 2 solid ideas for that so far. I might add some more in, we'll see. As I mentioned multiple times, I am leaving the state on Christmas Day, and I'm going to be someplace without a lot of internet. So I might bring art supplies to do stuff then, but I also might just say that I'm getting all my work done before I leave. We'll find out. We'll see how much I can manage before my brain explodes. It is, Al. That's exactly the point. And I do have specific color references for the snakes. So there's 2 snakes that the skin that's being shed is one that's venomous, and the one that has been exfoliated. I don't know how I want to say that. Is one that is not venomous. So the idea is that instead of eating yourself to facilitate rebirth, you can actually just change how you're interacting with the world is the point. The one that's getting fresh. Yeah. Hi, lesbian. And yes, exactly. You have to break the cycle. You got to stop destroying yourself. Which is the point. So the way I came up with this was I was thinking about things to do for January. So, like January New Year's resolutions and inciting change in yourself and that kind of stuff. Hi, Bean. So I was thinking about that, and I was thinking about breaking cycles because I'm going to be visiting family. And, You know how that goes. Oh, that sucks, Cap. I can probably just buy you some from here and mail them to you the next time they go through. But I was thinking about that and Year of the Snake because Lunar New Year is in January this year. So all of those combined to make this. Hi, Graham. I will do a stretchy. I'm doing a stretchy. Yeah, I think I'm allowed to send you cookies. I don't remember specifically what, well, I mean, whenever the post stops striking. I don't remember the specific food rules for Canada. I know that I couldn't send them to Al or Stars. I know that for sure. It's not really smuggling if I'm declaring it properly. Although there is something that I'm going to mail to Cap that I might need to go through a different post service. Okay, I took a sippy. Yeah, I don't think that counts as smuggling. I think as Grim said, it's just exporting. Say something nice about myself. You know what? Actually, I had a conversation today that normally would have triggered me and would have set off my entire, like, hate spiral, but I didn't let it. I talked back. In a way that was, like, protective of myself, but not triggered. So that's really good progress, and I'm proud of myself for that. And I actually only just really realized that right now. Which I will show Grim and Cap the conversation. They both already know the inciting incident there because I was whining. So, thank you. Yeah. So we're making progress. Even if I'm still freaking out about traveling. You know how it is. But that's part of the point of the sticker, honestly. So I'm probably gonna stick one of these on my journal. Okay, Grim. Yeah, you know how I use words, though. I mean, if you haven't so far in this particular instance, Grim, I don't know what would be the final say on that. So you can probably tell a little bit that there's little letters around the ink outside that are just the color pattern. Because I'm scared that I'm gonna do this wrong and not remember what spot goes where. Even though I also have reference images, like I don't know why I'm so concerned about it. And also, like, if I mess up the color pattern, it really doesn't matter. Yeah, you're working on it, Cap, for sure. Apparently the FBI knows what in Minecraft means. Just for the record. Where did I put... Oh, you guys want to see something stupid I drew? Of course you do. Booty. That's for Sleepy specifically. If you know, you know. Designer butthole. What was I doing? I was going here to look at my images. I don't have all of those in that file. I didn't do this the smart way. I did it the silly way. There we go. There he is. There's our guy. So this is our main snake. I am hoping, so Al has known about, I've talked about this sticker series I've wanted to do for a while. Al has been informed that he's going to be like an art director for the project, but there is a set of BDSM stickers that I've been wanting to make for ages, which is part of the reason why I moved to my own website from any of the PayPal wrappers, because anything vaguely adult can get your money taken away on those sites. Hey, Sparkle, good to see you. So there will be more booties in our futures. I will say that. And booties with bruises on them, even. And, adult words on them. But maybe we'll do that next year. Now that I have, one of the things that I really wanted was to get my own sticker cutter so I could have a really wide variety of skin tones available. Because that's something that's really important to me, is to make um, any community I'm in really more inclusive, especially in an art sense when I can do that. Um, well, to be fair, Al, we kind of align in these matters, so I don't think it's going to be that different than what I already would do, honestly. Ooh, nice, Sparkle. I hope you have fun with it. Are you doing it on Switch? I think I can speak. The real win for Al is just getting to know me. Oh, I missed what Snom you got. The Nintendo Switch, Al. Not the fun kind. Okay. Oh, Pan is an excellent choice. Yeah, good call, Sparkle. I found it really overwhelming when I tried to play. Um, but, oh, actually, did I? No, I didn't. I love how I just like never complete a sentence. I was like, did I bring paper towels over with me today? I sure didn't. But I didn't say all of that out loud because I was like, I should clean my palette, actually. Because these are all colors from last time. Well, and for me doing some worky behind the scenes. Yeah, I might give it another go with you sometime, Cap. Because I don't mind taking orders from you, I guess is the way to put that. But going in with no knowledge and playing with two people who like have it down to a science was like really overwhelming. So I played a little bit on my own, and I think I'd have more fun doing it with somebody, but so that it wouldn't just feel like me doing a bunch of small tasks, trying to accomplish big tasks, which is what I do literally every day of my life. So, yeah. I don't know, Grim. I don't think that that's like, I think that there are different kinds of finished. And I think sometimes in games like that, you really don't finish it because you're doing the things that you want to enjoy, which doesn't involve the story. You know? So I don't think that there's like some horrible thing. Oh, what's that, Al? What does that stand for? I don't know. Ah, okay. Yeah, I still don't know what that is, but now I know what the letters stand for. See, this is my problem. Like, I am not a gamer girl. I think if I had to fall into one of the, I don't know, Instagram, TikTok trends, I'm a book girly. Um, I don't know what games are. I know some little games, but I take forever to get to them, except for Animal Crossing New Leaf, which I have over 3,000 hours in. But oh, okay, that's cool. And a Kiwi studio, that's nice. Okay. I'm trying to decide where I want to start on this because I'm feeling mildly overwhelmed by all the colors. But I think starting in the mouth is probably what I'm going to go with because that's like the only pink that I have to do. But I do need to chill this pink out quite a bit. Because it's not like pink pink, you know? That's good. Yeah. I don't know. There's like some kind of games that I like and some kind of games I don't like, which is like all gamer people. But I also just like live in a hovel in a rock, you know, so I don't always know what's happening. So like Grim said that Grim said that they hadn't showed me that game yet. And I will be 100% honest, even when Grim does show me games, I don't always remember what they were. And Grim knows that. Because Grim will be like, we played that together, like I showed you some of it. And I'm like, the who to the what now? I don't know, just some things don't stick in my brain. I need to let that dry like a little bit before I shade it, even though I'm gonna keep messing with it a little bit because I can. Just like that. I also need to decide what color I want to make the eye. Because this reference image is just like a dark kind of eye. I might do like a brown tint back. Yeah, here's another thing that makes me not a gamer girly. I've never played a Zelda game. The most amount of Zelda I've ever played was doing one of the puzzles in my brother's Breath of the Wild because he was stuck on it. It was one of those ones where you had to like tilt the controls to get something to align, and I did that for him because he'd been trying to do it for days and couldn't get it right. Yes, this is true. I tell Grim that all the time because they always say like nobody wants to see me with my shirt off, and I'm like, well, fuck me, I guess. Not me doing like teeny tiny details instead of like actually getting work done on this. Don't worry about it. I do think I'm going to use the same color for some of the um, spots down here. There's a reason I have a spray bottle emote, Al. I animated it myself. Yeah, I think that color right here will be good. You can't threaten them with a good time, Grim. I know, I've tried. I love that, Shawnee. Thank you for keeping my pickle moist. Yeah, I think that's good, Cap. And to be fair, I kind of influenced the amount of reptiles you used directly. So, mm-hmm. You gotta keep the pickle lubed. So I'm just kind of like outlining the edges of this at this point. Just gonna add a little like scaly texture in there. We'll see how I feel about that. Hi, Stars! Good to see you. You can soak if you aren't Mormon. I mean, we usually call it a different word that I'm not going to say on stream, but you know. I will not. Thank you. I've said worse things on stream, and some of them have been clipped even. I did. Thank you, Stars. Okay, I think I want to use warm black for this and then maybe use it cool. Well, gray, not black. No, I won't. Hate to break it to you, but you're not the boss of me. A snom. A bye snom. It's not gonna work, Al. What was I saying? I think I'm gonna use warm gray for this one and then cool gray for this one. Because they do both have black in them, but I don't want to go straight black for either of these just because it's gonna make it more difficult for me to add texture on top of that. Buy Snommel lighting. That's good, lesbian. Oh, I didn't tell you guys what my tea was today, did I? I just said that I had some. So I got a tea advent calendar and, well, my dad got it for me. I usually get them for myself, but that's a different story. This one today is Robos Pecan Turtle, which is pretty good, honestly. I did add like a lot of sugar to it because that's a flavor that needs sugar, you know? But they started making a decaf advent calendar, which is really good for me because I'm sensitive to caffeine. Okay, let's shade this up a little bit more. Hey, Sky! I'm glad. He's supposed to look really cute. And the skin is supposed to look like, I don't know, scrungle is not exactly the right word, but that's what's coming to my head because I'm Tumblr brained. You know, just kind of like, whoa. Which would be a bit at the point. Yeah, that's perfect. Disappointed Kermit. That's the vibe we're going for. Ooh, exciting, Shawnee. What's for dinner? I love it when I get to go on field trips with people in Twitch chat. That's one of my favorite little things that we do. Ooh, fun, Sky. I used to do a lot of mini painting. And then I stopped. Even though I still have some unpainted minis downstairs that I haven't done. I think that's dry enough that I can block this in now. So at some point I am going to have to erase some stuff from along the edge because like I said, I added the little color letters on the side. So at some point we're going to need to do that and I will need to pull out Leon so that he can clean up the eraser gunk. Oh, fun. The first mini, I had it up here for a while, but I might have moved it when I move stuff around when my dad was here. Where is it? Here it is. I didn't like the flail that she came with, so I cut a skull off of a different thing and made my own flail for her. Customizing is always fun, but this is the first mini I ever painted. And like pretty much the only painted one I still have. I gave all the other ones away. But... Hi, Big White Bear. Good to see you. It's not my favorite. I unfortunately gave my favorite one away to somebody who ended up not really deserving it and was kind of an asshole. But, you know, we only know what we know. Yeah. The Reaper brushes were always the best ones, honestly. But I also ended up making my own paintbrushes out of my own hair at one point and using like different gauges of wire. Oh, thank you, lesbian. That's very sweet of you. Okay, then this part is also black. So let's do that. I will, thank you. So I've kind of just made the edges of these sections scalloped to try and like give the idea of scales without having to paint every single scale, but we'll see if I go a little bit crazy and do something more intense there, as I'm liable to do, honestly. Okay. I think I'm gonna do the black stripes and then we can mess with the other color because I can't do them when they're next to each other on the paper, otherwise the pigments are gonna bleed into each other and it's gonna make a big old mess. So in order to get what I actually want, I need to actually plan ahead for what I'm doing, which, as we all know, is every ADHD artist's greatest tool, planning ahead. That's like the thing that we're all best at. I still actually, speaking of ADHD, I still haven't heard back from that clinic that I sent my paperwork into. That'd be nice if they would like actually let me know what's up. Although last time I sent them something, it took them over a week to get back to me. So, not holding my breath. And they did say they were booking out a fair amount, so it may be that they're just waiting until time that's closer to when they actually have appointments. I don't know. But I already stayed on hold for like 37 minutes with one medical office today. I don't need to do it again. It made me so cranky. is instead of having the number go to the actual office, it went to like a call center for the entire franchise. And it was like, it's not really a franchise if it's doctors, is it? You know what I mean, though. But, like, that was not what I actually needed to have happen when I called. But whatever. If what they told me is wrong, then that's a them problem. Welcome back, Al. I did consider like turning the text in this to gold to like force it to match the color of the month, but I don't think that's the right vibe. Especially since I'm printing the stickers myself. If I was ordering them from a company where I could have just the text be shiny or like metallic, I might do that, but that is not the way it's gonna go. So, because that minimum order would not be good for the amount of people I have in my sticker club. I'd be paying like, what, $60 for stickers for 3 people. Hello, Slim Shady. Are you the real Slim Shady? Or are you just one of the imitators? Okay, good to know, good to know. Welcome in. I do have like, because I did the swatch sheet of the gold to make the announcement for the color and focus, I do have like a tiny bit of sparkle in my water, which is adding to this, which is pretty funny. It doesn't look bad, it's just, you know, a little different. I do want to pull some of that up right here, I think. Right here. Okay. Yeah, so where did I put it? Me about to show something without having it next to me. Here it is, right? Yeah. So this is the color of, no, that isn't it. Where is it then? Eh, that one. That one. This is the color of the month, so you can tell that it's really shiny. This is from a specific paint company, Beam Paints, B-E-A-M, that does like native harvesting and production for their pigments and their mica specifically. So it's ethically farmed mica, which is what gives it the pretty shine. But the mica does like stick around for a long time. So because I used a little bit of this and used my regular paint water glass, even though I wiped it out, there's still some glitter in there. Like it just doesn't go away. So it will just be part of every painting I make, which is fine. Like having a little bit of sparkle never hurt nobody, you know? But I can definitely see it, especially when the light is this intense. Okay, I think that I want to get the black down on the skin too before I forget. Oh yeah, same. Actually, I ordered a new eyeshadow palette but because of the strike, I think it's not going to get here before I leave, which is going to be really frustrating. I think it's stuck in post limbo. I have to say, like, again, I fully support people striking to get better working conditions, but the Canada Post strike is ruining my life a little bit. It has made a lot of things way more difficult for me. I think I need to turn up the heat on this guy. Yeah, exactly. But I will always preface me, you know, whining about that by saying, yes, I know that a strike's purpose is to disrupt. Yeah, the one for UCAP is like way worse, for sure. Especially compared to just like my business stuff. That isn't that big a deal because I have very understanding people, but it is very frustrating. And I will say that my Christmas present for Cap won't arrive for Christmas, that's for sure. But it probably wasn't going to anyway because I'm running behind on some things thanks to other mailing issues that have nothing to do with the strike. So yeah, that situation is like bad. I'm aware that mine is not that big a deal overall. Yeah, exactly, Cap. There was like I keep looking up articles to see what new info there is, right? So that I can keep abreast of the situation in general. But like a lot of the articles are all just like, oh, look at all these small business owners who are having such a hard time because of this. And I'm like, that's propaganda. You can't fool me. Like, boo-hoo, you don't care about small business unless you're using us as like a bludgeoning tool against other people who are suffering. Fuck off. Okay. Yes, that is black. This is black. Right? It's almost like if you mess with people, then you get salty when they mess with you back. Like, exactly, Shawnee, exactly. I do think I want to keep this probably a little bit later, even though I haven't really done that successfully already. But I think it's pretty clear that it's the shed skin, even if it's not light. Like, shed skin doesn't really have visible color to it in general, so I'm already, like, defying science here to make an art. So I don't think I really need to worry about it, but I'm going to talk myself into not needing to worry about it. I also did a different line color art for this, which I don't know if I'm vibing with. We'll see. I just didn't want it to be distracting from the other part of the piece that's inked in black. And I thought brown might work a little better, but I don't know. We'll see. I am just kind of letting this specific gray really granulates and kind of splits color, so it gives it a really nice cool texture that I like. So I'm just kind of letting it do that and emphasizing it on purpose. Because this one doesn't granulate as much, so it'll make it like really different. Yes, this is black. Me just staring at my own notes and not believing myself. Man, this band, who I've mentioned before, this is ACS, who stream on Twitch and are one of my favorite bands. They have released new music, and I just straight up have not listened to any of it. I keep forgetting. They also had a Kickstarter that I was just like, oh, maybe I'll help out with that. Missed it entirely. It's like, your girl is mildly overwhelmed. I just have a lot going on. And it's not like bad stuff going on or anything. It's just a lot of it. I'm also stressing out about things that haven't happened yet, as you do. Yeah, thank you, Shani. That song was from their first album. They're working, like, they've been releasing singles from their third album now, which is really good. That they're making a third album. I mean, as previously mentioned, I haven't listened to it yet. But I'm glad they're doing well. Because I've been following them for maybe the longest that I've been following almost anyone on Twitch, and showing up consistently. Because Tin introduced them to me way back when. Because Tin I've been following for about 1,000,000 years in Twitch time. So I think I followed and subscribed back in 2016, 2015, something like that. But still definitely one of my favorite bands. It's just nice to see people succeed, you know? Because when I followed them, they still had day jobs. And they've gotten so successful that they actually quit their day jobs like in 2018, I think. And have just been doing music full time. Music and streaming. Which is pretty cool. They also have a lot of really cute cats. So their cat emotes are like really good. Okay. What else do I want to do here? I think maybe deepen up the mouth again. And probably with a smaller brush, actually. Oh, I said I had 2 ideas for the color of the month. I lied. I have 3. I just forgot about the other one because I had it like today while I was working on my website. Which I was behind in updating stuff, but the website's updated now. I just kind of like spaced on updating the art galleries last month because I didn't do color of the month. But that's fixed. I got it done. Even though my brain didn't want me to. Okay, I want to add some texture. These spots. Me flipping back and forth between these images of 2 snakes. I just kind of want to do some vague kind of scaly shapes in here. Which won't make like a huge difference, but it'll make me feel better. I always love when it picks up me hitting a glass with my paintbrush. It's me talking. That amuses me. What else do I have to talk to you guys about? Not a huge amount, really. Oh, I guess I didn't bring that out here. I thought about it and then promptly didn't. But I got a yarn advent calendar this year too. And I started working on a tiny, tiny little amigurumi, which I think I talked to you guys about wanting to do, but didn't tell you that I'd actually done it. But it's like this big. I'll show everybody when it's done. I will definitely be posting it in Rainbow's Discord for sure, but I'll probably put it on Instagram and stuff too. Just because it's really cute. I may make 2 of them. We'll see. But it's fingering weight yarn, so it's like sock yarn, so it's really thin. And I'm using, most amigurumi patterns use worsting weight. So I'm just doing the pattern and hoping that it works fine in the different weight. And this one did just fine. It's so tiny. It's so tiny. It's so little. It's a little baby. But I should be able to finish that today, I hope. It's a little, you guys want a spoiler? It's a little sheep. It's a little sheep egg, which is a very cute pattern that I found. But the first color in the advent calendar was like hot, hot pink. And that was the day that Rainbow did her like birthday stream. So I was like, well, that's perfect. I need to find a sheep pattern now. I need to do its ears and attach it, and then I need to do the wool. But I didn't understand the pattern and why it was doing a certain thing. So yes, perfect, Shawnee. So I'm gonna end up doing the wool a different way because I can't do it the way the pattern intended, but that's fine. Luckily, I do be a fiber artist, so I already have a plan for what I need to do there. And I did, for once, I don't know, maybe you don't know this, but there's, I was gonna say, you know how, but maybe you don't know. There's a program that Amazon has been doing for Kindle books where they give you like Kindle credit to get books, and like I almost never use it because it has an expiration date and it's just, they give you such a small amount that it doesn't matter. But there was an amigurumi book where I was like, I really like this one pattern in it for the color of yarn that I got today. And I looked at the other patterns, I was like, okay, I like those too. Let me see about the book, because I couldn't order like the actual print book. It wouldn't get here in time. But it was available on Kindle. And so I paid less than 50 cents to get a book full of 15 really cute patterns, thanks to the Amazon credit. I'm hoping that the Amazon credit doesn't like screw over the author like many of the other Amazon programs do. Yeah, right? Super steal. And there's even some in there. I think if I don't know for sure what colors are in the advent calendar. Like, she's posted some videos and stuff of what the inside of it looks like. So like I could go and look and see what kind of colors and plan ahead, but that kind of ruins the fun for me a little bit. So if there are certain colors that I get, there are definitely some items in there that I'll want to make for people to give as gifts, because that's my plan for all these little amigurumi guys, is make things and then give them to people as a little gifty. Which is why I went through Ravelry, dangerous by the way, and like bookmarked a bunch of different patterns. And so I saved some. I saved like a heart one that I thought would be good for basically any of the colors are like extras that I had. And then let's see, what else did I get? The reason I brought this up is because I specifically got a pterodactyl so that I can make one for Cap, which I'm guessing he already deduced because I told him about that yesterday. Ooh, what colors did you do for that one, Cap? Okay. So the scale pattern on this snake is different. Ooh, that's fun. Than the other ones. So it's going to be a little bit easier to add texture in that way because it's kind of just like a kind of line situation. This is my very favorite ACS song, in case anybody was wondering. But the book I got had a bunch of different like woodland creatures that will be appropriate for some of my friends. For surezies. Depends on the time, I think. I mean, for me at least. I can't speak for you. We're getting there. My brain just short-circuited. Which I mean, not a shock. ACS. So it's a couple streams with underscores in between stuff for the Twitch name, but their band name would be ACS, standing for a couple streams, but it's spelled out phonetically. Yeah, there's a command for it specifically because it's confusing. Like, I could explain it, but I am going to want to go back with some white ink and add a highlight to the eye for sure. I guess I also want to put some color in the eye scales there, but I don't really know what color I want to do for that. I just know that I don't want it to be plain white.
You're doing amazing, sweetie.
Thank you. Maybe just like a toned down brown a little bit. Go with the line art. Yeah, that feels better. Okay. I do also want to put in some scale marks in the white areas while I'm thinking about it. I do want to brown those up a little bit more, I think. What's that color? Is that white? Yes, okay. I know what I'm doing. She lied with enthusiasm. I think I just kind of want to do some little scale marks in here just to give a texture without doing like every single scale in the world. That's white, that's gonna be red, this is gonna be white. Okay. I vaguely remember. Actually, when is Sorry, I'm jumping around topics. Keep up. When is Spotify Unwrapped supposed to release? Actually, I always forget, but I feel like people have been talking about it for months, and it hasn't dropped yet. Although probably most of mine is going to end up being streaming music. I think I set it so that my streaming playlist wasn't added to it, but I don't remember if I did or not. I know I thought about it. Okay, cool. Because I need to be psychoanalyzed based on my songs this year. Which I mean, to be fair, if it's not mostly streaming music, it's gonna be almost all from one specific playlist that I played on repeat, and I know exactly why. But you know, I still want that to be confirmed. And it's always fun to see. I do think that for once, like for the first year since I've been paying attention to Spotify Wrapped, Coheed and Cambria is not going to be in my top 5. Um, which, if you know, you can deduce a few things from that. If you don't know, then you don't need to deduce anything, and it's fine. Don't worry about it. Are those really the scale shapes for this creature? No, it's fine. It looks cool. That's fair, Shawnee. See, when I have a song stuck in my head, I have to listen to it a bunch. Otherwise, it will eat me alive from the inside. Because it will get so stuck in my head that I like can't sleep because I'm thinking about the lyrics so hard. Which, yeah, I know I'm neurodivergent. It's fine. Okay, we need to do reds next. And I think these reds are close enough that I can just use the same red, which I think I want to use this one. So maybe I want to add just like a little bit of orange to that even, or yellow. I'm probably going to use a bigger brush than this one. Yeah, that's fair. For a while, I was listening to the suggested mix every week just to try and like expand my playlist. So I was using the likes as like an algorithm filterer versus just like things that I like. But I have a specific playlist that's just songs that are stuck in my head, and that's what I often play when I'm like in the shower or something. I think a little bit of yellow to make this richer. I think like right there. Yeah. Okay. I've mostly had background by I don't know how to pronounce this artist's name's Wafia, I'm guessing. Wafia. Stuck in my head like repeatedly almost the entire year since I found it. Um, so like a solid 5 months, somewhere in there. What am I doing? You're putting red down. Goodness gracious, brain. Get it together, girly. Yeah. See, mine is just songs that are stuck in my head, which generally means if they are stuck in my head, I also, and hi, Speedy. I also know the lyrics because they've been so stuck in my head. Mm-hmm. Although I did actually finally make a in the shower playlist because the other playlists weren't hitting right the other day. Because like pretty much the only time I really sing is in the shower, which is funny because like I do actually have a good voice and I was trained for a while. I just don't like being perceived. So like I sing along with stuff. I don't just sing by myself unless I know for a fact that I'm home alone. But like my mom was like actually a trained opera singer and did a lot of music and stuff, and my brother and my dad both did like choir with church and stuff. Greg is very musical, um, and does percussion and stuff for his church band. And like I did musical theater in high school and stuff. So there's somewhere there is a DVD of me singing mixtape from Avenue Q in front of an audience. Um, but because my mom and the rest of my family were all very like proper musical, um, I really didn't want to do stuff with them. Because so my brother did percussion for band in school. My dad did clarinet and saxophone when he was in school. My mom played like every single wind instrument under the entire sun. Her main was flute, but because she went to such a small high school, um, she ended up playing like a lot of different instruments because she picked them up so quickly that her band instructor would just tell her to, pick up the piccolo this week or, do a clarinet because they needed an extra clarinet and stuff like that. And then she was also like an actual trained opera singer, um, and did like concerts and stuff when I was little. So it was very intimidating. So like I was forced to do piano lessons for a while when I was little because my mom had wished that she had done piano lessons when she was little, so she had us do them too. That was not what I wanted to do. And now that we know that I I know that we have ADHD, it kind of makes sense why that felt like I was being tortured constantly. Because what I wanted to do was like absolutely lose myself in the hyperfixation of the Oregon Trail that I had and learn to play fiddle, but I was not allowed to learn to play fiddle. They were like, well, you can learn classic violin and then you can learn to play fiddle music. And I was like, then I don't want to. Like, you're saying that there's this huge, long, boring thing that I have to do before I can get to the thing that I want to do? Well, that's illegal. So, yeah, that's good, Shawnee, for sure. And yes, I have a bunch of super specific playlists. I also have like one huge playlist that's like a day and a half long or something. But I do also do the making up songs on the spot to remember things from room to room. That's a thing that I do. Yeah. See, I will make a little song when I'm standing up to leave the room about the things that I need to do while I'm standing up. So, like, go to the kitchen, get some water. Go to the bathroom, move the laundry, and then you just repeat the little song to yourself the whole time until you have done all the tasks so that you don't forget one of them. Which again, I've been doing that since I was a child. Out loud. I think it's so funny when I'm painting and I can tell exactly where I rested my finger when I was inking because there's just a tiny bit of resistance to the pigment on the paper. Yeah, excellent, Speedy. Yeah, A+. That's too orange. That's better. Yep. Mm-hmm. I mean, you notice I do that when I'm streaming too. Or just like narrating a Tumblr text, honestly. It's like narrator voice. She did not, in fact, remember to do this later. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, if you aren't living a life that amuses you, then what's the point? If you only do things that are funny when people are looking, then like, why don't you let yourself experience joy? Just thought. If you find it amusing, that is reason enough. Oop, I almost went over that line. We're fine. I almost left the white out on that. Okay, I like the brown ink choice better now that I have the red down. Mm-hmm. I don't stim like, well, that's because I've been masking almost my whole life, but I don't stim like a super huge amount when people can see me. Specifically in like public and stuff, which is part of the reason why I like wearing rings, is so that I can play with them because that's like quote unquote normal and allowed. But I am definitely way more likely to stim when I'm happy and by myself. Like I rub my legs together like a little cricket when I'm happy in bed, that kind of thing. Which I didn't know was stimming for a really long time, but once I learned that, I was like, ah, I see. This makes sense now. Yeah, I actually got one of those for Cap. As a matter of fact, I got a fidget ring. I just have rings. I like wearing my rings like a little bit bigger because of some other stuff in my life that I watched happen. But I just like spinning it around. Or like for this one, since it has like the gemstones, it's fun to just like run my finger over the gemstones to feel them. But the fidget ones are like really nice. And there are a lot more options than there used to be. It's yellow, not red, right? Yes, okay. I said white. That's yellow, not white. I can keep track of things. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I don't always like necklaces. I used to really like them when I was thinner, but now that I'm bigger, a lot of them don't sit in a way that's comfortable. They like feel too tight on me. I do also like play with my hair and like flick my nails and stuff. That's another one that I do a lot, is this. Also tapping my fingers, you'll see me do that a fair amount. Okay, I need to let that dry before I can do yellow. I also need to decide what yellow I want to do. Probably Azo yellow, which I've now muddied up with a bunch of red while I was mixing this color. But I do need to deepen this up right in here, just to make it clear that there is something else in there. Maybe I just want to use like straight red to make that a little bit different. Yeah, I think that'll be better. I do think that probably straight red to do kind of scaly pattern on here is gonna be good. Yeah. Oh, I don't do like this a lot. Or at least not this specific one. I sometimes, if I'm sitting by myself and thinking, will do like a pattern. Hmm. Yeah, I didn't put on my other rings today, but I do also have a thumb ring and then some stacking rings that make the Pan Pride flag. I mostly wear those ones when I go out now and not necessarily in the house. But that's definitely one. I'm also like brush and pencil twitcher for sure. Ah, that's good, sweetie. Actually, let me do a little bit of deepening up in these little foldy bits for a second here, right through here. What time is it? We're heading towards sunset. We just had like golden hour, so it feels way later than it actually is. No, no shramping. You gotta look after your spine. A little bit more black right there. Okay, I'm letting that dry before I put the yellow down. I wanted to do texture on these. That's what I'm doing. Welcome back, Cap. I talked about you again while you were gone. I'm sure that shocks you. Sweetie was talking about fidget rings. I know. I never talk about you, ever. Yeah, that's just kind of the way of anything, really. Just like sometimes it's fun and sometimes it's not. love how when I started streaming, I was always really specific about taping my pieces down so that I could really easily edit things to make time lapses. And now I just don't even give a fuck. It takes so much effort to do time lapse, like to edit it, and then like nobody looks at it. So it's like, whatever. I was also really careful about where I put alerts so that it wouldn't cover the art, and now I don't care. I am hydrating for you, Shawnee. Yeah, for sure, Speedy. I don't know. I wouldn't know like half the things I know about myself if I hadn't been on Tumblr. Honestly. Because like the person who peer diagnosed me with hypermobility, which suddenly explained a bunch, also kind of accidentally good. What was I saying? I got distracted by thinking about Adam meowing repeatedly. The person who peer diagnosed me with hypermobility also talked a lot about her experience with ADHD. And suddenly I was like, oh no. Oh, oh, oh. And so I researched it more on my own and I was like, well, shit, that explains so many things that I didn't know I needed explained. That's Joy, specifically, Joy Demora, who also wrote that really good vampire werewolves having sex but pining about it for a long time beforehand book that I like, which I talk about a lot. So, but Joy has definitely been instrumental in a lot of discovery. Also would not have discovered gender weirdness or the label pansexual. Yep, there is also a Joy command. I think it just leads to her specific website, though. I should change that so that it leads to her PayHip, because she's still in the process of changing her website around. But yeah, single-handedly, Joy Demora changed my life at least 3 times. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, I've shown Cap that, the comic that comes from that one. Draw I can speak. Draw Rouge the Bat as wide as she is tall. You could if you weren't a coward. Yeah. Yes, that is true. I found it specifically so that you could show somebody else, I think. But like half of the conversations I have with Cap is me trying to find a specific Tumblr post and him just listening to me grumble about how bad the Tumblr search function is for like a solid 15 minutes before I finally find it. Okay, I'm leaving that there. I should move this so that I don't knock it off the table. Thinking ahead. I think I want to make the okay, that sentence just isn't going to happen. Never mind. I'm going to do a different color for the scale pattern on this to make it look a little bit more dead. I'm just going to do like a more yellow instead of a straight red. Mm-hmm. Honestly, what I've started doing, so I've mentioned this before, I've mentioned it a few places. I have a private Discord server that's just me and me taking notes. So I've started, when I find Tumblr posts that I reference a lot, I'll put them into my Discord in a specific channel with keywords in the text message so that it's easier to find again. Because Tumblr search be broken as fuck. They're trying to fix it, but I don't know. I don't know about all that. I'm trying to decide if I actually want to like shade this snake so it looks round or if I want to leave him kind of flat like this. I still need to add yellow to the skin. We aren't done yet, but I might do a little bit of shading. I already shaded the mouth, so which means I need to decide what color I want to shade with. I have a lot of those actually, people who just listen to me ramble. In fact, I have a number of you in Twitch chat right now listening to me do random ramblings about whatever comes into my head. Wild. Because while I'm waiting for that to dry a little bit more, I can shade this. But what color I want to shade with is the question. Yeah. This is true. I am a professional rambler because I get paid to do it. Maybe well, no, I won't like that. I was gonna say maybe I want to do like an orangey brown, but I won't like that over the black. I could do just kind of like a magenta and tone it down a bit, maybe. Start streaming. Like, to be fair, I threatened to stream for way longer than I actually streamed. Like, I'd been threatening to stream for like at least 5 years by the time I actually started streaming. What do I think about that? I think that's okay. Maybe a little bit more gray in there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, what my mama gave me was the ADHD. People love a hater, honestly. And to be fair, I am also a hater. I just keep the hater part a little bit more private because I decided that's not really what I want to put into the universe. And people who are close to me know. They know because I bitch about certain people like all the time. I am, in fact, a little bit of a hater. Sometimes more than a little bit. Oh, okay, actually that comment reminded me that I didn't do the lore drop for Adam and Lib and you in the group chat. Maybe I'll put that up while Lib is streaming. Well, no, I specifically didn't want to put it up while Lib is streaming because I don't think that they will be able to keep their mouth shut. Like, no offense to Lib, but subtlety is not really their strong suit. Well, I mentioned last time Lib was streaming, I think it was last time, that I had some lore to drop for Adam and Lib, and I was going to drop it for Cap too. I don't think I've told Cap that either, actually. Maybe I have. I don't remember. But they can all know at once. That's what the group chat is for. Oh yeah, you missed the butt. I'll show it to you again. Hang on. Let me get to a good stopping spot here. You all are going to see the butt a lot soon because it's for something specific on Lib's stream. Here, let me pull up the butt that I created. Wow, I love that I have just like a bunch of eraser crap on my iPad now. But this is the booty that I made. Do you like it? Do you like my booty? So this is for Sleepy's stream entrance. The designer butthole. Because they paid enough in Lib's birthday stream to get a stream entrance. And Sleepy was like, I don't even know what I would get. And I was like, I know what you should get. And so I did this. And I also suggested a sound that they're gonna talk to Tomato about doing. But I thought it was really funny because, like, in chat, I said I know exactly what it is. You should do this, and then I started drawing it. And Sleepy did approve of that every step of the way, I will say, because I did make sure to get input there since it was for somebody specific. And yeah, also I take commissions if anybody wants a butt of their own. All of my commission info is on my website now, but you could also get a butt. Yeah, I love Sleepy. Sleepy's great. I'm glad we ran into Sleepy. I like Tomato too, although I haven't spent as much time talking to Tomato. I don't know that that really made this more dynamic or anything, but that's fine. Okay, I needed to clean out my yellow a little bit because I got a lot of red in there. Gee, I wonder why that might be, Cap. Okay, I want this yellow to be this color. That's what I'm doing right now. Right? It's so dark. I might need to turn up this light, actually. It is, like, really dark. There we go. Real speedy. And that's why Cap and I are a power couple. We both preheat the oven. Yeah, I agree. And they've been together for so long. It's really nice. Like, it's just like, oh, right. Love does exist in the universe. Okay, we're good. I've told them that before, too. I've thought about their relationship when I was hormonal and made myself start crying. Honestly, like, it's so sweet. Yes, please go bug Lib. We will be rating Lib later, just for the record. Like, that's just how it go. I gotta go bully the bear. Okay, I know I said that I was unsure, I was unsold on the brown line art for the skin at the beginning of this. I do think that it was the right call. Now that I have all the colors down, it is a lot subtler, and I like it. I've been doing more colored line art with my digital art, and I think one of the, I don't know, the limitations, if you will, of physical media is that you can't just do a clipping mask and change the colors. Which is what I do for coloring my line art. I think this is mostly done, honestly. I might do a little bit more of a shadow. I need to be careful because I did definitely muck up some of the colors back there, but just because I was still a little damp when I went for it, I think. Yeah, for sure, Speedy. And I will say specifically that I don't think that's only a romantic relationship thing. I definitely think that's a friend thing too. So like Aiden and I are really close friends and we think very similarly. Aiden's been in chat before. I don't know if you've seen him or not, Speedy. But we kind of will have like the same thought at the same time and then just like key smash at each other for 3 minutes. It's pretty funny. Dinkin Oiter. Okay. I've dinked an oiter. Also, if you save that, Speedy, we can use that as the raid message today. Did I just call you Speedy? If you save that Shawnee, we can save it for the raid message. I know words. No, I don't. Yeah. To be loved is to be known, and also to be loved is to shriek at each other about silly things, you know? Okay, am I okay with that? Yes. Let's try to not make this quite as damp this time, shall we? Actually, I want a smaller brush. I changed me mind. Also, my paint water looks icky. Which is not a shock. I've been using a lot of like random colors, but... I may end up needing to do just like an even darker color over this because it really did get muddied. Which I don't think this is going to help with that much, honestly, but that's fine. It's not a big deal. Yeah, I also, and you both end with an E, I think is also part of the situation. Also, my brain just doesn't work right, which I think we all knew already. I do want to do a little bit of texture on the yellow to keep up with the texture we've already got going there. Maybe with a little bit of orange. Like a new Gambogi flavor. That'll be good. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Right. This will mostly be pretty small. Because it's just little bands of color. Okay, this does mean that I definitely need to get the other project that I started inked so that we can do that on stream on Friday. Which shouldn't take that long. I've already got it sketched out. I just need to transfer it to art paper, which I think also means that I need to cut some more paper. I think that's where my brain hung up on it yesterday, and that's why I didn't get it done yesterday. I also just was like really pissy yesterday. Which, like, you know, it happens. Especially when there are so many sounds in the universe. Do I want to shade the skin at all? Maybe a little bit, but I probably want to do it with like a really dead tone black. Oh yeah, for sure. I always warn people before we go over there. I'm like, I'm chill, Lib is not. There's many sounds and a lot of stuff happening all the time. Oh my god, I just shoved my hand into my hoodie pocket and I forgot about my caramel. It's still in there. I'm so excited. Hi, Rainbow! If you guys don't follow Rainbow, follow Rainbow. Like, just do it. Hashtag just do it. Excellent, excellent. I need a little bit more right there. Did you get some of your surprise Christmas shopping done? Thanks, Shoddy. You always have my back. I do think I want to let that dry a little bit and then shade the skin just a little bit. I think I want to do like a brown tinge to it to clarify or like distinguish it even more as like the dead skin versus the live snake. Um, I think I could probably go harder shading the actual snake, but I think it's fine the way it is, honestly. I'm pretty pleased with this. Like, it looks like a snake. We did it. I probably also want to shade the inside of the mouth a little bit more, but I'll do that with the shading color, which I probably will use a little bit of brown umber and Payne's gray. Ooh, nice Rainbow. Yeah, exactly, Shawnee. These ones were a little stale. So if I try to eat them, if they're cold, especially since our house is pretty cold because I live in Alaska, you know. Um, but if I do it like right out of the box, then it hurts my teeths. It hurts my poor little teeths, and we can't have that. Teeth are too expensive. So I think I kind of wanna go this vibe. You guys can't even see what I'm mixing. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Is this really dry enough for me to do? Probably not, but we're just gonna do it anyway. I will say, I did have a hair dryer up here specifically for drying watercolors. And then I actually started using it for my hair, so it lives in my bathroom now. God, that's a mood, Shawnee. Yeah, my teeth are really fucked. So I've mentioned this before, and I say it pretty repeatedly on stream because I think it's important. But I had like a really bad depression slump, and I did not brush my teeth for over a year because I didn't think that I would be around to deal with the aftermath. I am around to deal with the aftermath, and it's really expensive. So even if you don't think you're going to be here, please brush and floss your teeth. Even if it's half-assed. Half-assing is better than no-assing, especially when it comes to teeth and homework. So just do that for me. Even if you can't do it for yourself, do it to make me feel better. Welcome back, Cap. Assing is better in general. I was saying that half-assing is better than no-assing, which is one of if I was if I was like a doll with a pull string, that would be one of my sayings. Maybe I should make a sticker to that effect at some point. I think Cap is a man who likes many things. I just happen to be in possession of some of them. It could just be one cheek. It could also be in half horizontally. You know, depends on the day. I think I also want to just do some straight black in here. Just like on the edge. Because a lot of times, like, one of those like generic art advice terms is never shade with black because it like dulls your colors a little bit, which never listen to any art reel and assume that it is actually always applicable because it's not. But also do whatever you want forever, especially when art is involved. Like there is a reason that that is a general rule, but as long as you know why and you know when to use it, you're good. Which is why I'm using it here, because I want these colors to be a little bit deader. That's great. I love it. I honestly, I think this week in particular, I'm the little grumpy guy, the red one. That's me this week. I've been cranky. Maybe I won't shade this. Also, me spends like 6 million years shading it. I just like high contrast. I've always been like that. It got me in trouble when I took photography in college, actually, because I put my contrast like it was film photography for the record, but I would always do my contrast like really, really heavy, and the teacher thought that was silly. And I was like, okay, but I like it, so. Because you can really get some, if you're doing like your actual printing and stuff, you can get some really high contrast going and it's delicious. Okay. I think this is mostly done. I still want to add highlight to the eye and the tongue. But I think after that, we go and raid the silly bear because I don't have my next project ready yet. I have it sketched, I just haven't gotten it onto actual art paper. Oh, also, did you guys remember Gordon? Do you remember Gordon? Do you remember Gordon? He's still here. He's fine. He's still sturdy. We got this in October. We named him on stream. His name is Gordon. He's been here the whole time. He's just too big to have on camera because my work area is too small. But yeah, this is Gordon. He's been here off screen watching us the whole time. Yeah, these ones usually last a pretty long time. I had a really small one, like one of the little baby pumpkins last year that lasted like 10 months before it finally started shriveling. And it didn't even get moldy. Yeah, I usually throw them in the backyard, Shawnee, which does have um, a fence. I mean, moose will still get in there if they want to. You can't stop a moose. But I usually throw them back there just in case the seeds plant themselves and then take over my backyard forest and turn it into a pumpkin patch. Because that will benefit the moose more than me just giving them the one pumpkin. Okay. I will need to remember to erase the little letters on the side of this because I don't want to do that now while the paint is still settling, you know. But my paint water looks really grubby. Look at that. That's gross. Yeah, some of them get moldy butts for sure. And if they're ones that have like really bad scratches and stuff on the outside, they tend to what? I would love it. There we go. It's like, I know you can do it. I know you have ink in there. That's a little intense. I want to use a thinner one. I like the ink in this one a lot, but it is a really thick tip. This one's thinner. Yeah, this is Young Bay, who does remixes of a bunch of stuff and lets us use his music, which is great. We love that. Thank you, Young Bay. There, that's better. Okay. I think that's that, folks. Oh no, that's right, you didn't. I didn't even realize that. I was so... Shawnee knows the meme that I'm talking about right now. I was so enamored by the dinosaurs that I lived in a world where humans didn't exist. Okay. Actually, do you guys want to see the sketch that I have for the next project? That I had while I was half asleep? I did not save the original sketch that I put down, I think. Oh no, I did. You guys can see the tiniest sketch of all time. Here. So, I'll zoom in. Here is the original sketch that I drew while I was most of the way asleep. Does that make any sense to anybody? I doubt it. I doubt you can even see the sketch marks because they aren't really there. But that is this. That's what we're going to be working on. Yep, you sure did, Cap. Good work. So that's next time. We're going to be doing a bigger piece. I've been doing a lot of square little guys. I mean, bigger. This is going to be 6x9. It's not big, but we have been doing mostly small stuff. So I need to cut some more paper for it. Because I don't think I have any more. Actually, while I'm right here, I can check in my file folder and see if I have some paper that's the right size. But I suspect that I only have paper that isn't the right type for this in those sizes. Yeah. Okay, you're cool. You need to move, please, because you're in the way. Yeah. I don't think that I do have a piece that's the right size, so I will need to cut paper, which is fine. That's not a big deal, but it just added an extra step, which is why I didn't get it done yesterday. Um, but yeah, so that's what we'll be working on next time. I also have an idea for another Alaska stamp. I need to do some research on that one because I don't have a photo for what I have in my head, so I need to figure that out. But the Alaska flag is like a dark blue with the Big Dipper on it in yellow stars. So I'm thinking I could use the gold and do like a mountain scene with the Big Dipper over the mountains and do that and the other stars in gold. Um, I think that would be cool. And then I also think that I want to do a little gold medal that says 2025 on it. I did one for last year. Um, that actually I could probably just show you guys because I should have it in my Procreate. But that's gonna be a while ago because I've been doing the arts, man. I've done a lot of shit this year. Where are you? You're in here somewhere. I'm sure of it. Not there, not there. Maybe I got rid of it? That doesn't seem like something I would do, but it's possible. Ah, there it is. I'm just blind. But I made this for last year. So I'm thinking we maybe do something like that for 2025 with a different vibe. Because my 2023 fucking sucked. But you know what? I made it to 2024. This year was a hell of a lot better. So I'm thinking maybe I want to do 2025, we'll make it through, or something like that, that kind of vibe. But we could do that physically with the color of the month, which is gold. I also made another medal as a joke for Joy, who I was talking about earlier, because she had to tackle her Shih Tzu who was covered in poop. I made this the other day too, which would also be pretty funny, honestly, if I wanted to do that. But we'll make some sort of medal, I think. And I think doing one for next year will be good. Just like have some sort of thing to um, post on socials while I'm out of the state and don't want to have to think about it too hard. Um, so we might do that too. We'll see how much I manage to get done this month. I'm trying to be a little bit gentler with myself, which is why I haven't been making as much art per month as I had been before. But that's because like I was really burnt out and I need to like take a chill pill and like allow myself to exist as a person sometimes, you know? Like I'm fine. Nothing to worry about really in the long term. I'm just being a little bit more cognizant of that. And I'm sure that has nothing to do with my boyfriend who yells at me when I don't take breaks. I'm absolutely sure that that is not a positive influence he's had on me, and that's why I've been making a little bit less art for the past 3 months. Yeah, I've been doing more like just me stuff, so actually playing games that I want to play and reading more and that kind of stuff. So, yep, exactly, Shawnee. Oh yes, the shit poo. That's what we call them as a joke. My grandma, when I was growing up, raised, bred, and showed dogs. So there's a lot of really funny combos. Yeah, exactly, Speedy. Okay, I think I'm gonna switch over to the any screen, and we're gonna go bother Lib now. I think that's the plan. Um, I know that I usually stream like significantly shorter on Tuesdays than I do on Fridays. Um, which I think is fine. Like I don't think that's a big deal, but it is a pattern that I have noticed. And I know why. Don't worry about it. But um, yeah. Just yes, Dink and Oiter would be great if you have both of those emotes. That's what I'm going to copy and paste today. But you could also use our regular raid emotes or raid commands or raid messages. That's the right word, raid messages. I know how to speak. Um, the first one has emotes that you can use anywhere on Twitch, no matter what. The second one has an emote of mine that you can use if you're subscribed to the channel. The last one that Shawnee has put in as an option has emotes you can use, excuse me, if you are subscribed to both me and the Liberty. And we love Lib, but general disclaimer, Lib is way chaotic. There's a lot of sounds, there's a lot of stuff going on. If you're prone to overstim, Lib stream might just straight up make your brain implode. I know that I get there a fair amount, even as much as I love Lib. So don't push yourself too much if that's an issue, okay? Yeah, Lib is not me. This is very true. That is a fact. We're different people, but still both good vibes, I think. I will be back on Friday morning. Well, Friday morning for me might be a different time for you. And I'll be working on that heart and explaining why it came to be. Because it's not what you think. You would suspect a certain reason, being me, but it isn't. And I will explain it to you when we get there. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being niceys. Thanks for just, hanging out and chatting and vibing and whatever. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to yourselves. Remember that you're loved because I love you. And if you can't take care of or be kind to yourself for yourself, please do it for me because I think that you're awesome and deserve nice things. And that includes from yourself even on the days when it's really hard, okay? And brush your fucking teeth. Floss too. Do it. It's good for you. Don't be like me. Don't have $12,000 worth of dental work that you need to do, okay? Just don't do it. And I will see you all on Friday. Okay, bye. I don't care if you hate flossing. Do it. It's important for your tooth health.